Let us start chemistry gas state. In gas state, we'll discuss types of molecular velocities. Types of molecular velocities we'll see. In the types of molecular velocities, we'll go for average velocity. Average velocity symbolic representation is c bar. This c bar is equal to square root of 8 RT by pi m. Square root of 8 RT by pi m. In the place of RT, we can substitute PV. So we will get 8 PV by pi d. Pi m we will get. Then in the place of this V by m, this m is called mass, V is called volume. M is called molar mass, V is called molar volume. Molar volume by molar mass is equal to 1 by molar density. 1 by molar density. Like this you can say. 1 by molar density. Okay. It is for average velocity. Next we will take most probable velocity. Most probable velocity is equal to square root of 2 RT by m. Most probable velocity. It is also is equal to what, in the sense, in the place of RT, let us substitute PV. So we will get 2 PV by m. Next, this V by m we will substitute as 1 by d, 1 by density. So we will get 2 P by d, density. This is for what, in the sense, most probable velocity. Next, let us see relative ratio. Relative ratio of these three velocities we will see. Relative ratio of these three velocities. These three velocities, in the sense, one is most probable velocity. Next one is RMS velocity we will see. RMS velocity. Next average velocity we will see. RMS velocity. Next average velocity we have taken. Now most probable velocity formula is what, in the sense, 2 RT by m. 2 RT by m. This average velocity, this RMS velocity formula is 3 RT by m. Average velocity formula is 8 RT by pi m. 8 RT by pi m. Now, which will get cancelled, in the sense, molar mass get cancelled. RT get cancelled. So what is the rest, in the sense? Square root of 2, square root of 3, square root of 8 by pi. 8 by pi. Ratio of these three velocities. Okay. Next, we will take deviation of real gas from ideal behavior. Deviation of real gas from ideal behavior. That we will consider. Now let us consider ideal behavior. Ideal gas we will consider. Ideal gas, in the sense, that obeys gas laws. For example, Boyle's law we will take. Boyle's law is saying that pressure is inversely proportional to volume. So let us take pressure in one axis, volume in another axis. Volume in another axis we have taken. Okay. Let us draw the graph for ideal gas. We will get an exponential graph like this. This is for which one, in the sense, for ideal gas we are getting the graph like this. Next we will see real gas we will draw. For real gas we are getting the graph like this. For real gas we are getting the graph like this. Now what idea we are getting from this? You see that for real gas see the graph, for ideal gas see the graph. They are not superimposing with each other. Real gas behavior is different from ideal gas behavior. So real gas is deviating from ideal gas. Why real gas is deviating from ideal gas? Ideal gas means what is the condition we have, what are the points we have discussed. The ideal gas is explained by kinetic molecular theory, isn't it? Kinetic molecular theory says that ideal gas means between gas molecules there is no interaction. That means there is no attraction. Real gas in the sense practically available gases. Practically available gases, if you see among the gas molecules, there is attraction. There is attraction. So ideal gas in the sense no attraction, real gas in the sense attraction is there. So when there is no attraction between gas molecules, pressure is inversely proportional to volume. while the graph will be like this. Since attraction is there in the gas molecule, since attraction is there in the real gas, it is deviating from ideal behavior. So why real gas is deviating from ideal behavior means ideal gas in the sense between gas molecules there is no attraction. Real gas in the sense attraction is there. Real gas in the sense practically available gases. Practically available gases if you see attraction is possible. Practically available gas if you see attraction is possible. Sir, okay. Therefore, this real gas is deviating from ideal behavior we discussed. Next, if you see ideal gas, another point is what means volume occupied by gas molecules is negligible to volume of gas. That point you see that here, what is the point in the sense? This ideal volume you will take. Ideal volume. This ideal volume is also called what in the sense? Free volume. Free volume. It is also called what means volume of gas. Volume of gas. Now, in the formula PV is equal to nRT. In the formula PV is equal to nRT, the V is called ideal volume. V is called ideal volume. This ideal volume is also called what means free volume. This free volume is also called what means volume of gas. This volume of gas we will see. That means what is the meaning of this one that we will see. Let us consider the vessel like this. In this vessel, let us consider the gas molecules. So we are considering the gas molecules like this. Now, it is the volume of gas is what in the sense it is the volume of gas. It is called volume of gas. Now, this volume of gas is called free volume. What is the meaning of free volume in the sense? Each gas molecule here the word is free volume. Free volume in the sense we will take this gas molecule. This gas molecule can move freely without any obstacle throughout this vessel. That is called free volume. Free volume means what we will see again. Let us consider this gas molecule. This gas molecule can move freely without any obstacle throughout this vessel. Anywhere to anywhere. That is called free volume. That free volume is called ideal volume. So ideal in the sense it is completely isolated. Ideal in the sense completely isolated. So each gas molecule, if each gas molecule gets free movement throughout the vessel, anywhere to anywhere, then we can say volume of gas is nothing but free volume. That free volume is nothing but ideal volume. That we will say. So what is the meaning of free volume? That means free volume in the sense each gas molecule gets what volume for complete free movement without any obstacle is called free volume. Free volume means what we will say again. Free volume in the sense each gas molecule gets free movement. Each gas molecule goes for free movement throughout the vessel anywhere to anywhere is called a free volume. So free volume means the volume available for each gas molecule to move freely from anywhere to anywhere is called free volume. So free volume means, have we got an idea? Free volume in the sense what? So and so volume is available for each gas molecule for complete free motion, for complete free movement. That is called free volume. Now, kinetic molecular theory considers the free volume is nothing but volume of gas. That means this entire volume is called from here to here. This is the volume of gas. That is called free volume, like that kinetic molecular theory considers. So, as per the kinetic molecular theory, volume of gas is nothing but free volume, means the entire volume is free volume. So no gas molecule is getting obstacle in its movement. Is it possible? Absolutely. Think it. Is it possible? Absolutely. Kinetic molecular theory considers free volume means volume of gas. That means as per kinetic molecular theory, each molecule gets the entire volume for free movement without any obstacle. Without any obstacle, entire volume. That means suppose the volume of gas is 5 liter. This molecule, this each gas molecule is getting complete 5 liter volume for free movement. For free movement. Is it possible? Absolutely think it. Is it possible? Absolutely. Is it possible? Absolutely. That only we have to consider. Sorry. So you are saying that it is not possible in the sense some volume is not available for free movement. Okay. The here kinetic molecular theory says free volume is nothing but volume of gas. As per kinetic molecular theory, each gas molecule gets the entire volume for free movement. It is not possible absolutely. It is not possible absolutely in the sense each gas molecule is not getting the entire volume for free movement. It is the practical. So that the real gas behavior is varying from the ideal gas behavior. So ideal gas behavior in the sense how the points are there. See, in ideal gas, here interaction, no interaction. Real gas, if you see, interaction is there. Sorry. Here no interaction. Ideal gas means no interaction. Real gas means interaction is there. So shall we say ideal gas means there is no attraction between gas molecules? Okay. Real gas means attraction between gas molecules possible. Sorry. Okay. Ideal gas means this volume of gas is nothing but free volume. Ideal gas means each gas molecule gets entire volume for free movement. Real gas in the sense each gas molecule is not getting entire volume for free movement. So the real gas and ideal gas, if you see, the behavior is different. Therefore, the graph is not same for both. Graph is not same for both. For ideal gas, exponential curve is like this. For real gas, exponential curve is like this. So real gas is deviating from ideal behavior. So real gas is deviating from ideal behavior with respect to 2 points. What are the 2 points means? Ideal gas means there is no attraction or repulsion between the gas molecules. Real gas in the sense attraction is possible between gas molecules. Repulsion is possible between gas molecules. Okay. Next, this ideal gas in the sense the entire volume of the gas is nothing but free volume. Real gas means the entire volume of the gas is not a free volume. That is okay. So now we got the point. We got the point that in two ways, in two cases, real gas and ideal gas are getting difference. One is with respect to interaction, another is with respect to free volume. Sorry, okay. So we have got an idea that this ideal volume is also called free volume. Free volume is also called volume of gas. Is possible only for what in the sense ideal gas. For real gas, this is not possible. This is not possible. Sorry, it is not possible in the sense for real gas, this free volume is not equal to volume of gas, isn't it? For real gas, this free volume is not equal to volume of gas, isn't it? Sorry. Then the free volume is not equal to volume of gas in the sense free volume is less than volume of gas, one possibility. Another possibility, free volume is greater than volume of gas, another possibility. Which possibility is possible do we say? Whether shall we say free volume is less than volume of gas, shall we say? Or shall we say free volume is greater than volume of gas? Which shall we say? Okay, you are saying that less than. So you are saying that free volume is less than volume of gas. For which cases means for real gases. For ideal gas, if we consider the free volume is equal to volume of gas. So, okay. So we can say that real gas means practically available gases, naturally available gases. Okay, this real gas is deviating from ideal gas. That graph we have seen using this Boyle's law we have seen. So in Boyle's law, another graph also there. That graph also we will consider. That graph we will consider. In Boyle's law, what is another graph in the sense PV curve we will see. Now we will take one axis. It is another axis we have taken. Next, in one axis we will take PV product. In one axis we have taken PV product. PV product we have taken in one axis. In another axis we will take a what in the sense either pressure or volume we will take. Pressure or volume we will take. For ideal gas, how the graph will be there, we will see. For ideal gas, the graph will be like this. The graph will be like this. It is for ideal gas. For ideal gas, graph is so and so. Sir, okay. Now for real gas, how the graph will be there? For real gas, how the graph will be there? That point we will see. Suppose we are taking a hydrogen gas. For hydrogen gas, the graph will be like this. For hydrogen gas, if you take, the graph will be like this. So for a hydrogen gas, how the PV product is there? See, on increasing the pressure, the PV product goes on increasing. But ideal gas, how it is there? The PV product remains constant. On increasing the pressure, the PV product remains constant for ideal gas. For a hydrogen gas, how the PV product is there means the PV product goes on increasing. That means this hydrogen gas is deviating from ideal behavior. So for hydrogen gas, ideal behavior is not there at a given temperature. Now let us take some other gas. Let us take some other gas we are taking. Some other gas we are taking. For that we are drawing the graph. The graph comes like this. Suppose it is for what in the sense it is for um, some other gas we will take. What is the gas we are taking in the sense for nitrogen gas? The graph comes in this way. For nitrogen gas. So for nitrogen gas, how the graph is there, you see that for nitrogen gas, how the graph is there, you see that in this way, the graph is there for nitrogen gas. Sir, okay. So for nitrogen gas, the graph we have seen. So now the nitrogen gas behavior, we will let us compare with the ideal gas behavior. Let us see in this place. At this place, nitrogen gas is deviating from ideal behavior. At this place, if you see, nitrogen gas is deviating from ideal behavior. So here, a deviation is one way. Here, if you see, deviation is another way. So nitrogen gas is showing two types of deviations. But if you see helium gas, how the helium gas is there, you see that helium gas is showing the deviation in this way. How the helium gas shows means helium gas shows a deviation in only one way it shows. Only one way it shows. What about this nitrogen gas? Nitrogen gas, how it shows a deviation that we'll see. Nitrogen gas we will take like this. Nitrogen gas we have taken like this. Nitrogen gas shows a deviation in what way you see. Here how the deviation is there you see. Here how the deviation is there see. Here if you see the PV product is less than that of ideal gas. Here if you see the PV product is greater than that of ideal gas. For hydrogen gas if you see the PV product is always greater than that of ideal gas at a given temperature. Here this graph is drawn when the temperature is fixed. By fixing the temperature the graph is drawn. So for nitrogen gas shows in one way negative deviation. Here if you see positive deviation. Hydrogen gas if you see only positive deviation. Positive deviation why? Because for hydrogen gas the PV product is greater than that of ideal gas, so positive deviation. For nitrogen gas here if you see the PV product is less than that of ideal gas, so that negative deviation. Here if you see for nitrogen gas, the PV product is greater than that of ideal gas. Therefore, here we can say positive deviation we can say. Now let us draw another graph. Let us draw for another gas we will take. Another gas is what means oxygen gas. For oxygen gas, the graph is so and so. It is for oxygen gas. Now let us compare nitrogen gas and first we will see oxygen gas. For oxygen gas, here the PV product is less than ideal gas, so shows negative deviation. Here if you see the PV product is greater than ideal gas, so it shows positive deviation. Now we will see nitrogen gas and oxygen gas. For oxygen gas, here negative deviation is more when compared to nitrogen gas. Here if you see positive deviation, if you see for oxygen gas, positive deviation is less when compared to nitrogen gas. Nitrogen gas. Next gas we will take. We are taking some other gas. We will take some other gas. We are taking. And now we will take the gas is called a carbon dioxide gas. For carbon dioxide gas, the graph is so and so. For carbon dioxide gas, the graph is so and so. So now we can get an idea that carbon dioxide shows a negative deviation here, and here positive deviation we can say. Now for a nitrogen gas, oxygen gas, carbon dioxide gas, among these three, for which one highest negative deviation you think it? For nitrogen, oxygen and carbon dioxide, if you see among these three gases, which is having highest negative deviation? Which is having highest negative deviation? Carbon dioxide gas. Now nitrogen gas, oxygen gas and carbon dioxide gas, if you see, which is having highest positive deviation, you see, among nitrogen, oxygen and carbon dioxide, which is having highest positive deviation? Positive deviation is highest for which one, you see that? Positive deviation is highest for which one, you see that? Okay, so you are saying that for carbon dioxide positive deviation is highest, you are saying. Whether it is correct or wrong, let us check. Let us check that one. Let us fix the PV value. Now let us fix the PV value. Now we will take the pressure is this much. At this pressure, the PV value for ideal gas is this much. For the PV value for carbon dioxide is this much. The PV value for oxygen gas is this much. The PV value for nitrogen gas is this much. The PV value for nitrogen gas is this much. Okay. Now see that positive deviation, you see. So at a given pressure, at a given pressure, for a PV value for ideal gas is this much. Hydrogen, that is carbon dioxide gas is this much. For oxygen gas is this much. For nitrogen gas is this much. Now you say that which is having positive deviation, you see, among carbon dioxide, nitrogen and oxygen, which is having higher positive deviation, in the sense nitrogen is having highest positive deviation. Sir, okay. Now, from this graph, we can get an idea that all the gases, that means hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, like these gases, all the gases are deviating from which behavior, in the sense ideal behavior. All the gases are deviating from which behavior, in the sense ideal behavior, we can say. Sir, okay. Now, we will consider ideal gas equation. So, what is ideal gas equation, in the sense PV is equal to nRT, we can say. PV is equal to nRT. Now here we will see this pressure, we will say, we will consider this is what, in the sense pressure of gas. Which pressure, in the sense it is called ideal pressure. It is called what, means ideal pressure. Sir, what is ideal pressure? What is ideal pressure, we will see. That means ideal pressure, in the sense pressure exerted by the gas when there is no attraction among the gas molecules. That is called ideal pressure. When the gas molecules, when there is no attraction between gas molecules, while the gas is exerting what pressure, that is called ideal pressure. Now see that this P is called what, in the ideal gas equation, the P is called pressure. P is called what? Ideal pressure. Ideal pressure means what? The pressure exerted by the gas when there is no attraction among gas molecules. So among the gas molecules, when there is no attraction or repulsion, while it is exerting what pressure, that is called ideal pressure. So ideal pressure means you are taking ideal gas. Among the ideal gas molecules, there is no attraction or repulsion. The ideal gas is exerting pressure. That pressure is called a ideal pressure. Sorry, okay. Now let us take the pressure exerted by real gas. The pressure exerted by, let us take pressure exerted by real gas. Now let us compare the pressure exerted by real gas and the pressure exerted by ideal gas. Let us compare. Pressure exerted by real gas, that we will see. Real gas means among the gas molecules attraction is possible. Real gas in the sense among the gas molecules attraction is possible. Now the real gas molecules are making collision on wall of the vessel. So real gas molecules are exerting pressure. That pressure is called pressure exerted by real gas. Ideal gas, if you take, among the ideal gas molecules there is no attraction. Ideal gas molecules are making collision on wall of the vessel. So ideal gas is exerting pressure. That pressure is called a ideal pressure. Now you say that now let us compare ideal pressure and real gas pressure, pressure exerted by real gas. Let us compare pressure exerted by ideal gas and the pressure exerted by real gas. Do you feel they are equal? Do you feel they are not equal? Not equal in the sense which is higher, which is lower, which value is higher, which value is lower. In what way do you think about pressure exerted by these two gases? Do you feel same or different? Pressure exerted by ideal gas, pressure exerted by real gas. Do you feel that the magnitudes will be same? Pressure exerted by ideal gas and pressure exerted by real gas, the magnitude same. Sir, okay. The one student says that pressure exerted by ideal gas is equal to pressure exerted by real gas. Sir, okay. Let us check whether it is correct or wrong. Let us check. Pressure is more, you are saying. Sir, the one student says that pressure is more for real. Pressure is more for real gas, one student says. Sir, okay. Now, let us recollect these points. Now, let us see again. Now, let us take ideal gas in one vessel and real gas in one vessel. Ideal gas in one vessel, real gas is in one vessel. Now, we will see gas molecules. We will see ideal gas molecule. Ideal gas we will take in this vessel, and the real gas we will take in this vessel. Real gas we have taken in this vessel. Now let us consider gas molecules. Let us consider gas molecules like this. Gas molecules are there like this. Here also gas molecules, let us consider. Now how they are exerting pressure, that we will see. This gas molecule making collision on wall of the vessel. Due to collision on wall of the vessel, pressure is exerted, that is pressure exerted by ideal gas. Now these gas molecules making collision on wall of the vessel, therefore pressure is exerted, that is pressure exerted by real gas. Next we will consider about interaction. Here we can say there is no attraction between the gas molecules. There is no repulsion between the gas molecules. Here we will see that there is attraction between gas molecules. Among the gas molecules, attraction is possible. So between these two gas molecules, attraction is there. Here if you see between these two gas molecules, there is no attraction. Now this gas molecule is moving with a certain velocity for making collision on wall of the vessel. This gas molecule is moving with a certain velocity for making collision on wall of the vessel. This gas molecule is moving with a certain velocity for making collision on wall of the vessel. This gas molecule also moving with a certain velocity for making collision on wall of the vessel. Now you compare the velocity of this gas molecule and the velocity of this gas molecule. Do you feel that same or different? How the velocities will be there? Velocity of this real gas and ideal gas, okay, you are saying that not same. So this velocity and this velocity are not equal. So not equal in the sense one is having higher velocity. Which is having higher velocity, you are saying? Which is having higher velocity, do you feel? Which possess higher velocity? Which is having higher velocity? Which molecule is moving with higher velocity? So you are saying that ideal gas molecule is moving with higher velocity real gas molecule is moving with lesser velocity. Sorry, okay. So you are saying that ideal gas molecule is moving with a higher velocity and the real gas molecule is moving with a lesser velocity. Now this ideal gas molecule on making collision on wall of the vessel, it is colliding the vessel with some force. This ideal gas molecule is dashing this wall of the vessel with some force, okay. This ideal gas molecule is colliding on wall of the vessel with some force. Similarly, this real gas molecule is colliding on wall of the vessel with some force. Now you let us compare what is the extent of force by which a gas molecule is making collision on wall of the vessel, you think? What is the extent of force by which the gas molecule is making collision on wall of the vessel, you think? With what force? With what extent of force the gas molecule is making collision on wall of the vessel, you see? Do you feel that the extent of force, the extent of force by which the gas molecule is making collision on wall of the vessel remains same? Do you feel or different? In what way do you feel? This gas molecule is making collision on wall of the vessel with a certain force. This gas molecule is making collision on wall of the vessel with a certain force. The force is different. You are saying that ear force and ear force are different. Different in the sense which will collide with the wall of the vessel with a higher magnitude of force, you think? With a higher magnitude of force, which is making collision on wall of the vessel, which gas molecule is making collision on wall of the vessel with a higher extent of force? Ideal gas. You are saying that it is exerting, it is having higher force. With higher force it is making collision on wall of the vessel. It is for this lesser force. Now you know that pressure is called force per unit area. Pressure is called force per unit area. Now you compare the pressure exerted by ideal gas and the pressure exerted by real gas, you compare. Since you said the force is different, the pressure also will be different. So which pressure is higher, you are saying? One student says that pressure exerted by ideal gas is greater than that of real gas. So anyhow, pressure exerted by ideal gas is different, greater than that of real gas, you are saying, when there is attraction among real gas molecules. So we can say that ideal gas pressure is varying from real gas pressure. Ideal gas pressure is varying from real gas pressure. Now you see that now this P is called ideal pressure, the real gas pressure, real gas exerting pressure, ideal gas is exerting pressure. Pressure exerted by ideal gas, pressure exerted by real gas are not equal. Similarly, we know that ideal volume, we know that ideal volume we will take, and volume of real gas we will take, volume of real gas. Now, ideal volume, this meaning is called what? Means free volume. Ideal volume means this meaning is called free volume. Real gas volume also called real gas volume. This V is called volume. The real gas volume means free volume, possessed by real gas, possessed by real gas, possessed by real gas. This we will see. Now this V is called free volume. This V is called free volume. Free volume possessed by ideal gas. This V is called what? Means free volume. This V is called free volume. Free volume possessed by ideal gas, possessed by ideal gas. That now we will see this V is called free volume possessed by ideal gas. Now free volume possessed by real gas we will see. Now what way do you feel? The free volume possessed by ideal gas, free volume possessed by real gas, that 2 points we will see. Now, ideal gas considers that this V is called volume of gas. Ideal gas, in ideal gas equation, this V is called what? Means volume of gas. This V is called volume of gas. This V is nothing but volume of gas. That means the in the ideal gas equation, kinetic molecular theory says that this free volume is exactly equal to volume of gas. Kinetic molecular theory says that free volume is exactly equal to volume of gas. In this ideal gas equation, PV is equal to nRT. What is the meaning of V means V is called a free volume. Kinetic molecular theory says that free volume is exactly equal to volume of gas. Free volume is exactly equal to volume of gas. Why? Because volume occupied by gas molecules is negligible. Okay. So in this kinetic gas equation, PV is equal to nRT. V is called what means free volume. Kinetic molecular theory says that free volume is exactly equal to volume of gas. Sorry. Now let us see practically. Practically, shall we say free volume is exactly equal to volume of gas? Practically, shall we say free volume in a real situation, shall we say free volume is exactly equal to volume of gas, shall we say? Free volume is exactly equal to volume of gas, shall we say, or no? What shall we say? Sir, okay. Now we will see that now ideal gas equation, let us take. Now we will take ideal gas equation. Ideal gas equation is what means PV is equal to nRT. In the PV is equal to nRT, this V is called what means free volume. Free volume. V is called what means free volume. What is the meaning of free volume? The volume available for each gas molecule for complete free movement. That is called free volume. So free volume means what? Volume available for each gas molecule for moving completely freely, complete free movement. So free volume means this is the volume available for free movement without any obstacles. Without any obstacles. This is the volume available for free movement. This is the volume available for free movement. Sir, okay. It is called free volume. In the ideal gas equation, PV is equal to nRT. This V is called what means free volume. Now, kinetic molecular theory says that volume of gas, volume of gas is nothing but volume of gas is nothing but a free volume. Volume of gas is nothing but free volume. That's what kinetic molecular theory says. Why kinetic molecular theory says free volume? Free volume is nothing but volume of gas. Why kinetic molecular theory says like this means kinetic molecular theory says that volume occupied by gas molecules. Volume occupied by gas molecules is negligible to volume of gas. Is negligible to volume of gas. So kinetic molecular theory says that volume occupied by gas molecules is negligible to volume of gas. Therefore, the entire volume is called a free volume. So free volume is nothing but volume of gas. So that in this place, volume of gas will be substituted. So in the real situation, in the really, practically, shall we accept this point under all the conditions? Now, let us say why we have to ask this question. That we'll see. Why we have to ask this question. Volume occupied by gas molecules will have some value. It will have some value, no doubt. Suppose X.